All right, we just came down the Mountain Sea Trail right there from the campsite at Huntfish Falls. You see the trail kind of going down here on the riverbank. We're gonna cruise around. Now, when we were in here doing the assessment right after Helene, the trail used to run pretty much in what's now the creek. It was very low. There wasn't a lot, it wasn't very high off the creek. And this was completely just covered up in brush, flood debris, twisted up trees. And that the Mountains to Sea crew, or the section crew for this area, Lost Cove Wilderness, Gragg, Prong, has come in here and cleared this high side so that you got at least a dry foot trail to get through here without having to wade what was about 100 yards of creek. And to be honest, there wasn't a whole lot of room to work with right here, so they've managed to do a good job of routing this where they had land available. It was the first 2 or 3 times I was in here, it was a creek walk. Oh, they got us routed up here around this rock too. So man, there's been so much work in Western North Carolina. Infrastructure, roads, water, sewer, houses, schools, businesses, and people kind of forget that this kind of stuff had to be done. So that's Gragg Prong Trail, and you can see where it runs right into the creek right there, and that's what used to be. It went up the water. So, like I said, there's been tremendous amounts of work done in Western North Carolina, and this is kind of the forgotten side of it. We've been out here in the woods for a year trying to make this stuff passable. Wild South, Mountains to Sea Trail, various crews they have for their sections. Saws. We've had Forest Service teams come in from all over the country to work in Linville Gorge. It's been a ton of work that's been put in completely out of sight. And this is such a heavily reliant area on tourism that it's something that's got to be done to keep people coming into this area and keeping that tourism alive. So we're going to head up Gragg Prong and get back to the truck.